World Cup in Berlin, Germany later this year in September. 4 of 6 teams will head there. USA already stamped their ticket, so 3 spots are left, and you're looking at fans of the Tall Ferns, New Zealand's second game here as they lost to Spain just yesterday, 99-50. Italy is coming off of a win over Puerto Rico, and you already saw the game earlier, Spain and Senegal. And after this, it's the defending champs USA taking on the host country of Puerto Rico. So a day packed full of exciting games. You can see Spain's in number 1 right now. They've got 4 points because they played earlier today. We'll see USA later today. And we have Italy coming off that win I mentioned over Puerto Rico, 78-41. As we get set here for day 2, game 2. I'm Kelsey Wright Johnson, joined by the one and only Danilo Gallinari. You ready for game 2?
As we said at the beginning of today, we stay ready so we don't have to get ready.
Now Danilo spent 2 decades nearly, right, representing Team Italy, and now get to commentate on the women's side as Team Italy takes to the court. The Italians had just 1 day of practice in Rome before heading to Puerto Rico, and they qualified to this one after winning the bronze medal of the 2025 Eurobasket. A very young core playing in a lot of Europe's top leagues as a lot of players stepped up yesterday. A big one is, I say Cecilia. Cecilia Vandellassini is Italy's best-known international player, versatile scorer, member of the WNBA champs from 2024, the Minnesota Lynx. So you'll be seeing a lot of her today when we talk about Team Italy and the firepower they have on the offensive side. But let's go across the court to New Zealand. I mentioned they're coming off a loss to Spain just yesterday, 99-50. So looking to bounce back here. And New Zealand qualified for this tournament here after coming in 5th at the Women's Asia Cup, and 6 of the top teams qualify there. So they made their way here, and we talk about young teams. This is a very, very young team, an average age of 24 years old for Team New Zealand. They got a couple of rising stars, and you'll have a look at Alice Hokianga in just a second as she makes her way onto the court. She's headed to the University of Portland just next season, and one of their big scorers, Rebecca Pizzi, had a big game yesterday. 6'3" center is the leading rebounder at the Asia Cup that qualified them here for 7.5 rebounds per game, and she had a big game just yesterday for New Zealand. She had 5.7 rebounds, and so it's going to be exciting to see this team come together. We talk about chemistry, especially with a young team. We got 5 players that play in the WNBL in Australia. 4 of those are on the Adelaide Lightning, so chemistry is going to play a big role as New Zealand gets set to take on the higher-seeded Italian squad. We'll take a quick break now to listen to both nations' national anthems.
And now, everybody please stand if you are eligible for the national anthems. For the national anthem of Italy.
half court, as they do at every international FIBA event, to exchange gifts from each other's country to add to their growing collection. And we'll take a look at the 3 referees that will be taking care of today's game from left to right. We have Viola Giorgi from Romania. In the middle there is the crew chief, James Grigol from Australia. And last but absolutely not least, to the right of your screen is Cecil Gungar from Turkey. We mentioned it earlier, 11 referees here at the tournament, and they're all working their way to get to the World Cup just like the players are. So let's take a look at some of those players. Team Italy, the starting 5. And the firepower in this starting 5 is incredible. You're looking at Costanza Verona, number 8. To the left of your screen there was the TCL player of the game. Just yesterday, a big performance from her. And Team Italy is coached by Andrea Capobianco. He was recently named the best coach of FIBA Women's Euro Basket 2025 after leading Italy to the podium after nearly 3 decades. So very qualified guy there at the helm of this Italian squad.
Andrea is a coach that knows me since I was 13, 14 years old, working with him with the junior national team. He's always been a great coach and a great friend.
Oh. Take a look on the other side to New Zealand's starting 5. Tegan Graham, Amelia Shearer, and Sharn Robati. You'll see a lot of them beside Rebecca Pizzi, who is the captain of this squad. And this team is coached by Natalie Hurst. She played for a very long time, won 7 WNBL championships, and she was currently the head coach of the Adelaide Lightning, and she was appointed the interim head coach of this New Zealand team back in July 2025. And now she's the head coach. So she's got a lot of experience playing and coaching, and really going to try and get the best out of her squad going up against a highly ranked Italian team today, looking to bounce back from their loss to Spain just yesterday. And Italy, I mentioned it, beat Puerto Rico yesterday here in Puerto Rico, so looking to build on that momentum that they gained yesterday here in El Choli Arena. It is time for the Tissot countdown to tip-off. We are just 1 minute away from the start of this game, so we welcome you back into the 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifiers. You're watching Team Italy taking on Team New Zealand here. It's game 2 of day 2, and a lot is on the line. 6 teams here competing for 4 tickets to the World Cup. One of those is already spoken for. USA has qualified already, so we got 3 teams fighting, or 5 teams, fighting for those 3 spots as we get ready for tip-off in just under 20 seconds. I'm Kelsey Ray Johnson, joined by the one and only, if you ask anybody in this arena, Danilo Gallinari. And we're set for another good one here between your home country and New Zealand.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you, Kelsey, commentating this beautiful sport called basketball with some great athletes and great teams.
New Zealand stepping onto the court now in the white. It's going to be Italy going right to left on your screen. New Zealand will be going... Wait, Italy will be going right to left. Here we go. New Zealand left to right, and it's going to be Italy that comes up with the first possession. Jasmine Keys gets it into Kubai. Kubai starts off with a reverse layup, and that's one way to put an exclamation mark on the start of this game.
What a move. Spin move to the baseline and reverse layup. That's a textbook footwork from the big man.
Jasmine Keys, one-on-one, spins, goes up, off the glass, no good, but Verona able to get the offensive rebound, so look at the reset shot clock now. And I mentioned it, Verona just yesterday had a big game for this team, 16 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. She shot 85% from the field. And Italy is shooting nearly 100 from the field right now, making it full advantage of all of their possessions, and that's a big shot there from Fico.
Shooters all over the places for this team Italy, and it was a tough contested shot, but Fico was able to make it.
Dalton drives high off the glass, is good to put New Zealand on the scoreboard. Here's Italy on the attack again. Verona off the Keys screen, but Dalton is going to be called with a foul, just the first foul of the game. So Tyler Dalton, 1 personal and 1 team foul. Let's take another look at Fico's three-pointer. No hesitation, caught it in rhythm. And then Dalton on the other end. Makes that one look easy. Verona, ball up top. 12 on the shot clock, Kubai. Into Zandalicini. The bucket counts, and she'll go to the line for 1, and that's kind of what you expect from the most veteran player on Team Italy.
Especially when Cecilia gets the ball in a post, that speed move to a fadeaway, that's her move, and she was able to get the contact and go for an and one.
She's at the line for just 1 shot. That one is good, and I mentioned it, a WNBA champ back in 2024. We'll have a lot more about her as we move on throughout the game. A very impressive resume. New Zealand on the attack now. Robati drives, but it's lost out of bounds, and Italy will take possession now.
Very quick hands by Keys, and that's something that she does very, very well.
Here she is on the offensive now. Gets it into Kubai. Kubai back out to Fico, and she gets it right back inside. The bigs battling, and she kicks it out, and Verona drives, saw the opening down the lane, took it, but can't connect. She'll go to the line for 2 shots.
As they started the game giving the ball in the post, they did the same thing since we were successful the first time. And so if something is working, always go back to it.
Costanza Verona, 16 points just yesterday. I mentioned 85.5 field goal percentage in that game. And she played 1 game in the 2025 FIBA Women's Euro Basket qualifiers. So she's pretty new to this team, and just like that, another bucket for her. She's showing that she deserves to be on this team. Incredible start for her on the senior program.
And a nice reverse layup with the same leg, same arm. Right leg and right arm to finish underneath the basket. And for those of you who don't know, Verona is a very famous city in Italy.
Do not put your hands in. Don't bail them out. Let that one bail out. That one bail out. Just fuck a wall up, please. Be strong with the basketball here. We're not going to get those calls. Yeah. Keep moving the ball. That's a great drive. All right, I don't mind that. We just throw straight to the elbow if we have nothing. All right. On that one, just get it to 4 down. Just come out and get straight to 4 down if our big brings it up. Okay. Yeah, hey, right now let's get head taps. Head tap. I want it all the way through. All the way through. Here we go.
And we heard in the timeout, do not complain about any foul call. Just keep playing and stay focused on the things that you need to do on the court. And they are calling the play heads up and run it all the way through.
Just under 8 minutes left to go. I think we'll see some patience from New Zealand here as they look for every option in the next play. So let's see how that works out against a really solid defense in Team Italy. Probably not what Nat Hurst, excuse me, but Verona is on the move. Pizzi got away with a foul on that one, but Italy will get it back underneath the hoop. As you see New Zealand kind of getting together there saying, yeah, it's probably not what we wanted out of the timeout, but let's get on the same page now. Jasmine Keys on the wing, up to Verona. Verona in the corner, Fico just off the mark, a big offensive rebound. No good, and New Zealand comes down with it. They're on the move now. Here's Dalton at the helm of this offense. Kicks it over to Shearer. Shearer drives, goes up. Verona with the block and the steal. Here she is in the open court. The extra pass to Fico, no good. A couple rare misses from her early on in this game. Expect to see a whole lot of made shots later on as she gets warmed up.
That's good basketball. Those are the shots that you want. Open shots from one of your best shooters, you'll take it.
14 seconds now on the shot clock. It was knocked out of bounds by the Italians. So New Zealand will take it on the sideline. Point guard, Dalton, hands it off to Graham, and Tegan Graham just off the mark. Kubai comes down with it. Kubai now showing off her point guard skills, gets it over to Verona. Fico drives, goes up with the inside hand, just off the mark, and a big rebound now for New Zealand. They've got the numbers. Graham finds the open player in the corner. She's gonna redrive, gets it right back and spots up from the top of the three, just off the mark. And who's gonna get this one? Kubai wins that 50-50 hustle play.
You have to win those 50-50 battles. That's something that every coach wants you to do and talks about before every single game. There's not something that you need a particular technique. It's all about effort and wanting it more than your opponent.
Dalton running the show, directing her teammates. Gets the handoff right back. Sends it in to the big player down low. Can't connect for Sharon Robati, but she will go to the line. Oh, she won't go to the line, excuse me. So she's gonna be fouled on the drive and not the shot. We'll get the ball on the sideline. A couple substitutions in for both teams. Two new players in for both teams. As you take a look at Santucci, a big game for her just yesterday for Team Italy. And we'll see how she can produce early on in the first quarter here against New Zealand. Shearer inbounds. Hokianga. Back over to Robati. Robati. Now what the ref did there, and it's interesting because you see Jasmine Keys kind of make that face like, what the heck did I do? But the referee made the movement with her hands that she was in her cylinder. So although she kind of caught a little bit of an elbow, she was a little too close to the offensive player.
Yeah, the thing is that the action in basketball happens so fast, and it's such an instinct game and a fast game that it's tough for anybody to see sometimes what happens because it happens so fast.
Shearer sinks one from deep, the first triple for Team New Zealand, and it got the bench up and going and hopefully lights something under the offense of this New Zealand team. For now, they're on defense, and it's Italy looking to extend their lead. Jasmine Keys gets it inside to Kubai, but it doesn't matter because there's a foul called on the floor right under the basket, a little bit of a battle, and that one is going to go against number 14, Ella Tofiana.
And as we said before, that's something that has been working since from the beginning, to give the ball in the post and do a screen in the paint to get the big man in the post. And so I'm guessing that Team Italy will keep playing that game plan.
Kubai hands off to Santucci. Back to Santucci now. The flare screen over to the veteran, but they're going to skip it the other way, and it's Jasmine Keys that, no, not Jasmine Keys, that lets it fly. Sandelicini now going one-on-one, and again, her moves are just so smooth.
That's something that has always worked in Cecilia bag, and something that I'm sure we're going to see a lot more that we didn't see that much in the first game. It was not needed by Team Italy, but we're going to see it a lot more.
Jasmine Keys knocks that one out of the hands of Tofiano, but New Zealand gets it back. They get actually a pretty good look at the hoop from Rubati. It's The refs called two different things, and so they're going to get together now. One called a travel, one called a foul. So they're going to get together and decide which one. I'm going to think it is the traveling violation. Yeah, I kind of saw that one here. She hopped with both feet before she put that one up. So great decision, and cool to see the refs get together and decide.
You have better eyes than mine, Kelsey. You saw that travel. I did not see the travel.
Had a little bunny hop to get some space underneath the hoop.
They call them happy feet.
Happy feet, yes, absolutely. It's a good movie, by the way. Foul called there on Hokianga. Santucci trying to pass half court. Hokianga not letting her. It's going to be a blocking call. And just like that, we're in bonus for the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds of this one. Santucci will go to the line as we're going to see a little trap. Yeah, look at that. Beep, beep. You saw that replay.
Now I saw it.
Santucci at the line. Like I said, Mariella Santucci had a good game yesterday. Just checked in right now. I was about to give you her stat line, but that wouldn't be fair. She's got 2 points.
I will ask you for predictions later in the game. Now it's not that time, so but be ready, Kelsey.
Too early. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. It's Team Italy taking on Team New Zealand here in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. New Zealand on the offensive. The youngest player on the court right now, Hokianga, kicks it to the corner. They're looking to get it inside. Great defense by Santucci. Hokianga is going to drive, dishes off to Tofe. Oh no, and she gets that one to drop her first bucket of the game, but she's been a physical presence down low for Team New Zealand. A great steal there by Hokianga. She's headed to the University of Portland just next year, so she's got 4 years of college eligibility, and just to build on what she already has in her bag, the open shot, it was a deep one, a little short, and Italy will try and answer, build on their lead. Paza over to Zandalicini into Kubai. Kubai, she's got the one-on-one. Yeah, and she's showing off what she's got in her bag too. You cannot go one-on-one with her down in the key. You gotta send some kind of help. She's way too strong.
That spin, that footwork is so quick that you cannot beat her to the spot on that spin.
A nice take there by New Zealand's Jade Kirisom. A really nice take. And that's her first bucket actually of the tournament. There's going to be a foul called there on number 12, Rebecca Pizzi.
First person on foul number 12.
We heard Andrea Capobianco talking about defense and trying to be a little more focused on the defensive end. Offensively, they know what they have to do. The offense is working. The defense sometimes didn't work.
Zandalicini at the line for 2 shots, as I mentioned, in bonus since about the 4-minute and 10-second mark. So she's going to take advantage from the charity stripe as coach Nat Hurst of New Zealand looks on. I would expect nothing less from the veteran than to make both foul shots and extend this lead. It's now 18-9. Hokianga gets the ball back, but too quick. Italy steals and scores in transition. And I think Coach Capobianco would be happy with the response from the defensive end.
Very, very happy, and especially Pasa. I think she is probably one of the quickest players on the court right now, if not in the whole tournament. And she's very good with her hands, and she denies a lot of passes.
Santucci to Pasa. She gets it inside to Zandalicini. Has she missed?
She doesn't know how to miss. Is one of those players that miss is not in her vocabulary, and especially from the post. We have there is for Team Italy, the call is tre basso, 3 down, where they are calling a baseline screen for Cecilia to get the ball in the post.
And it's working each and every time. A really good start. She had a quiet game yesterday, but the team didn't need a lot from her. And that's the second steal there.
Another
Forced
steal
by
Pasa.
Pasa, yes. Santucci up top. 3 white jerseys around, able to find the open player. Swinging around the horn. Kubai tries to save it. Santucci still on it. Gotta throw it up. It would be good if it went, but a little bit too late. And it's not going to be a shot clock violation. They're going to play on because they got the rebound. Rebecca Pizzi takes full advantage, but everybody on both teams kind of looking around like the buzzer went, right?
That was a good steal basket from New Zealand team.
And kind of another one on the other end.
Another one on the other end. The defenses are not very focused in the last 2 plays, exchanging baskets from one side to the other.
I think at the quarter break, both coaches are going to say, hey, maybe we lock in a little bit more on the defensive end.
Probably. In the meantime, a very good move, a one-on-one move, and we've been seeing that a lot from her.
That foul is going to go against Team Italy, Francesca Pasa. And this is the one that she stole just the possession before. As we mentioned, the defense kind of lagging on both. I think a little confused about the buzzer, but it's going to send Palace Hokianga to the line for 2 shots. Like I mentioned, she is headed to the University of Portland just next year. And I said it earlier in their first game, but an interesting fact about her, which I think is very cool and impressive, is after playing 3 years of schooling in New Zealand, she led the nation in scoring with over 33 points per game.
That's definitely not a bad number right there.
No, she's a walking bucket. So it'll be interesting to see how much of an impact she makes on the NCAA roster next season. About a 1-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Santucci just playing with her food there, showing off her handle. Madeira over to Pasa. Pasa drives, puts it up. What a take from the guard. 5 seconds now, New Zealand looking to answer. Tegan Graham throws it up from half court, just off the mark, and that's going to do it for the first quarter here in San Juan. Italy 26, New Zealand 12. New Zealand shooting 50% from the field. They've gone 5 for 10. Italy shooting 56 from the field, but they've gotten 18. So 18 more possessions Italy's had than New Zealand, and I think that is the story of the score right now.
It is the story, and I think that now New Zealand is for sure talking about being more aggressive on a defensive end, or offensively if they play in a half court. Team Italy is very good on a half court defense when they can get set up. If New Zealand can run a little more, maybe they can score a little more.
Let's take a look at some of those best plays of the first quarter, and that's how we started off the game. Kubai, the reverse layup, was beautiful and made everyone kind of wake up a bit here inside the arena. And Italy was on an offensive run, 26 points already in the first quarter. But New Zealand, they came back into it, but here's the veterans, Endolacini. A couple amazing moves. That's just one of them there, but right now she is sitting at 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists in the first quarter alone.
And as Carmelo Anthony said one time, advised by Michael Jordan, if you score something like 8 points a quarter, which is easy for them, for a scorer like MJ or Carmelo, 8 for 4 times is 32. So 32 points a game divided in 8 points by quarter. If you think about the 32 points, it looks like a huge number, but if you think about it, 8 points a quarter, it seems like an easier number.
And that's all she's got to do. Just repeat what she did in that first quarter. If you are looking at your screen, you see New Zealand on the right, but on the left, you see a QR code. Scan that and download the Courtside 1891 app. Keep up to date with all international basketball highlights, feeds, and videos. And funny enough, I've said that promo 20,000 times and never noticed why it was called Courtside 1891, but Danilo's here to educate everybody.
For those of you who didn't listen to us in the first game, you have to know that in 1891, the beautiful sport of basketball was born.
Graham gets the ball right back, stops and pops just short. A scramble to get the rebound, but eventually Italy comes down with it, and Santucci is going to slow the team down and look to set something up in the half court. We're seeing Olbis Andre check into the game for the first time, and she had quite the game yesterday, so good to see her back out. Santucci, cross-court pass to Sarah Madeira. She had the hot hand yesterday, and just like I said, Olbis Andre down there to clean it up. Immediately makes an impact as she steps onto the court.
That's what she does, offensive rebound. You got to box her out. If you don't, she's definitely going to get the ball.
Santucci there called on the rebounding foul. Let's take a look at Andre. Yeah, look at the positioning she had underneath. She had about 75% of that court covered, or the key covered, excuse me.
A little screen-to-screener action for New Zealand right now. Wide open three.
Tegan Graham can't connect. It's going to be out of bounds off of Italy, so it's going to stay with Team New Zealand. 14 seconds on the shot clock, and you're looking at Francesca Pan right now, kind of holding her shoulder, wincing. She's going to check out of the game real quick, and we'll get a player to replace her, excuse me. Hopefully we see her later, get some of that magic stuff they rub on muscles and stuff, and hopefully we see her back out.
A little ice plus Flexol and a little warm-up, and hopefully she will be back. Team Italy needs her.
Graham's going to try it again from deep. Shooter has got to keep shooting. Robati down there to help her out and clean it up. What a finish from Sharn Robati.
As a shooter, the biggest mistake that you can do is to not shoot the ball.
Santucci to Passa. Over to Kacherik. Into Andre. Andre took a lot of contact there, and that one goes against Charlotte Whitaker. Whitaker actually saying that she took an elbow, so just a lot of contact between the bigs.
First personal foul, number 25, Charlotte Whitaker.
And we see always a lot of contact in those in the paint between the two bigs.
Like we mentioned, a lot of contact down low, and this one is going to go in the favor of Charlotte Whitaker.
The Italian coach, Andrea Capobianco, very mad with one of the players because she did not shoot the ball. She was wide open. She was a little hesitant, and she drove and passed the ball instead of shooting. You always want to have a coach that wants you to shoot every time you are open.
Let's see how New Zealand takes advantage of the possession. Robati looking inside to Whitaker, but it's going to be a kickball there on, it's going to be a kickball on Andre. So it's going to stay with New Zealand, and they're actually going to get a reset shot clock to 14. (28-14). Italy continues to double New Zealand. No matter how high the score is going, New Zealand needs to find a way to get some points on the board. Sharn Robati is one of those players that can do it for them. Great footwork there. Can't get it to fall, but she will go to the line for 2 shots. And that's somebody that you want on the floor if you're looking for points. Just yesterday had 12 points, and she shot 57% from the field. So pretty efficient scorer for New Zealand.
That was a very good spin move after a quick stop, and she was able to get the foul. We'll see the 2 free throws right now.
Sharn Robati is Only actually played 2 games, or 3 now since yesterday with the senior squad. So another pretty new player to the roster. She currently plays on the Adelaide Lightning, and a lot of pro experience in Australia for her. She makes, this is her 4th game now on the international stage. Pasa just off the backboard, a little bit too much momentum as she drove. Robati tries to get it in. Andre, that's her 2nd kickball of the game. She uses every part of her body on defense. I like it.
In Italy, we play a lot of soccer, remember, so soccer is always part of the package, and was a good drive by Pasa, but she's so quick that sometimes she gets out of control.
Team New Zealand gets it into Charlotte Whitaker. Hands it up top now, waiting for some action, and there's going to be a foul call, I think an off-ball foul call there on number 0, Jasmine Keys. Still not in bonus, the next one will be, and so it's going to be New Zealand ball on the baseline. Rabati will inbound with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Rabati to Whitaker, the same play as last time. This time Shearer is gonna break through the defense and throw one up, no good, and Jasmine Keys with the rebound. Santucci back to Keys. Keys to Pasa. Someone's calling for it. Santucci in the corner gets by Whitaker, tries to find inside to Jasmine Keys, but it's swiped away. Now here's Shearer on the fast break, uses the screen, looks to turn the corner, gets it inside to Sharon Robati, but it's blocked by Jasmine Keys, knocked out of bounds, but it will stay with Team New Zealand.
It was a very good high-low action after a switch defense by Team Italy, and they saw the mismatch inside. A good lob pass for a possible shot, but Team Italy was able to get a deflection.
Yeah, Jasmine Keys has been playing some really great defense, and Robati is the smaller of the 2 players, but her heart is definitely there. Very Van Fleet of her, heart over height, as New Zealand puts 2 more on the board, just down by 10. If they can get it within single digits heading into the half, I know Coach Nat Hurst will be happy about that one. And just to mention, Nat Hurst, I said it before, she's the head coach of Adelaide Lightning. She's actually not now. She coaches as an assistant coach with the UC Capitals in the same league, though. And so just a quick correction there on the head coach that you see at the top left of your screen. Tofeono drives, lost her dribble though. Robati gonna find something, gives it right back to the big, and she scoops it in, no good, and Verona down with the board. Verona over to Pasa. Pasa slowing things down. Pasa into the corner, Verona right back. She likes it, and that one is deep, no good. New Zealand, they've got the numbers. It's a 2-on-1, but was the pass too long? It was, and it's out of bounds on New Zealand. Italy ball on the baseline as there's a timeout called by Italy.
A lot of bad shots and turnovers. We are expecting the teams to start scoring the ball a little more and be more effective on the offensive end.
Well, we said it heading into the quarter, both teams were shooting over 50%. Right now we're looking at 35% for New Zealand, 46% for Italy as we head into Italy's timeout.
Chiaro, ci stiamo facendo trasportare cioè il cervello l'abbiamo cancellato e stava andando il fisico così. Questa squadra gioca con un grande cervello. Chiaro? D'accordo? Allora 3 basso, 5 basso per andare in aria. Andiamo, dai!
1, 2, 3!
Dai! Forza raga, diamo!
Coach Andrea Capobianco reminded the team to play with patience, play with intelligence, and especially offensively. 2 plays, 3 down and 5 down, to go in the post where Team Italy have been very, very effective.
Team Italy sending a solid 5 out. This is a big lineup. They've got Olbas Andre, Jasmine Keys, as well as the captain, Cecilia, am I saying it right?
Cecilia, you got it right.
Cecilia Zandalicini. So 3 big players. So we'll see how they bode against Team New Zealand without their biggest center in Charlotte Whitaker. And just like that, there's already a foul called on Hokianga down low, an off-ball foul, and it'll be Italy ball now on the baseline. Jasmine Keys. Pump fakes over to Verona. In the corner now to Facina. Facina drives. Andre there. And what a cut and finish from Olbas Andre. 4 points, 2 rebounds so far in this one, and very efficient scoring, a lot of energy, and on the defensive end, just a really great player for Team Italy so far in this tournament.
That's the patience that Coach Capobianco was talking about during the timeout.
Verona going 1-on-3. Gonna slow it down now. She's got it in the corner, inside to Keys. Keys checks out the court, decides to give it right back up to Verona. Verona finds the cutting Keys once again. That's the definition of a 2-man game, back and forth 3 different times, and eventually finds the cutting Keys, and she's gonna be rewarded with a trip to the line.
Jasmine didn't get the ball on the pop, and so she saw the man denying. She was able to backdoor cut and get a great bounce pass from her point guard.
Jasmine Keys has been with the senior program since 2021. Look at the read here. Right to the hoop, over 2 defenders, and you see here at the line now. She's been part of the youth program since 2013. That's a lot of time, and she's played in the EuroLeague since 2020, currently for the Beretta Familia.
Beretta Familia.
Jasmine Keys puts her first 2 points up on the board, and she'll take a quick substitution. We will see her later. In for her is Sarah Madeira. And Madeira, she is a really good 3-point shooter, so once she gets hot, it's hard to cool her down.
Not even a very good magic trick by Elsa. For those who don't know, who don't follow Elsa or Frozen, but with my 3 kids, I know about all those princesses.
We've seen it a few times. A big shot there by Tegan Graham as Italy looks to respond once again. Here's Madeira. And there's an off-ball foul once again. That one is going to go against number 8, Tegan Graham. As here's Tegan Graham on the other end with the 3, and then just got called for the foul over here. And I think that's going to be 1 more until bonus. So Team Italy will just take it out on the baseline, but every foul from here on out, from the 4.5-minute mark, will be rewarded with foul shots. Verona off the Andre screen. Pulls up, rattles around, no good, and 3 New Zealand players battle for the rebound. A great effort there by the team in the white jerseys. Sharn Robati kicks it over, and back-to-back threes for Tegan Graham. 6 points for her in this one. Easy as that, and Sharn Robati gets her 5th rebound.
It was a very good screen and a quick release for a very nice 3-point shot.
Italy likes it from deep, a very rare miss from Zandalicini, and unfortunately a miscommunication there for New Zealand. Finds Kirisomi out of bounds as the ball touches her leg. Look at that. Beautiful, quick shot from Graham, and that was her 2nd of the game, 2nd back-to-back to give her 6 points, but it is out of bounds off of New Zealand as Rebecca Pizzi checks into the game for Sharn Robati. Italy ball on the baseline. Zandalicini gets it into Verona. Verona gets it right back. And then again, Cecilia Vandelicini makes it look so easy. Her game is so smooth.
When you play against Cecilia, you're so worried about her three-point shot that the defender is very attached, and so she's able to drive freely to the basket.
I mentioned the defense of Andre Olbis. It's been so good in the key, but just right there, she gets a steal up at the three-point line. And now Facina from three, no good. A big rebound by Pizzi, who just checked in for New Zealand, making an immediate impact. Here's Graham.
The battle to get the rebound has to be perfect for both teams. If not, they both gonna get the offensive board.
Yeah, and there's some really good rebounders on both teams playing right now. Rebecca Pizzi, although she's undersized, going up against Olbis Andre, who's going to be checked out right now. Good battles down low, even with Kubai coming back in. Some really good rebounding battles we're about to see for the rest of the half.
And we saw a pretty good post move right here with a spin and shot for a possible and one.
Amelia Shearer at the line, looking to make a three-point play. This is her 10th game with the senior team. She's also played for New Zealand 3-on-3, so a little bit of everything. As she represents her country and completes the and one. Verona up top, waiting for her team to get set. Here's Madeira. Tries to get it in there to Kubai, I think, as you see Vandelicini telling her teammates to just take a breath and calm down.
As we always say, when the defender is trying to rush you, don't play at the same pace of your defender. You got to play at a slower pace and be more patient.
New Zealand showing off their patience now. Graham tries to go for the third three in a row, but that time there's going to be an offensive blocking foul. So the ball's going to go right back to Italy as they look to build on the lead that it's shrinking.
It was a very comfortable lead in the first quarter and is now a different lead, and we have a game.
6-point game now as we head into the final 2 minutes of the first half. Spreafico into Vandelicini, kicks it right back out. Spreafico has a beautiful shot just off the mark on that one, and it's out of bounds off of her New Zealand ball, and we'll see if they can bring the game within 3 points.
And as a player, when you just get in the game, I used to not shoot the first shot that I had the chance to take. I wanted to touch the ball a little bit, couple of times dribble maybe, and then get comfortable with the ball before I was taking my first shot.
Sharon Robati up against Kubai. Kicks it out to Shearer. Shearer looks to turn the corner. Great defense by Kubai. Kiri Some is blocked by Kubai, and Italy now on the run. They don't have the numbers. What will Verona do? Kicks it over to Madeira. Madeira over to Kubai. Madeira finds herself open at the three, and I said it earlier, that's one shot you do not want to give Sarah Madeira. A hot shooter, and her hand can get extremely hot real quick, and just like that, Italy extends their lead and forces New Zealand to call the timeout.
A very good collaboration between your 4 and the 5, which doesn't happen that often. A good pass by Kubai and a great shot by Madeira.
Good job. Hey, great way to come in on the play set, right? When they throw here, if you are guarding this person out here, we need to dig. You can dig slightly here, but don't fully come off ball side, okay? No, great job though, hell of a closeout, all right? Right now, I want you to get through head tap. All right? I want you as the first screener, you're the second screener, so Pidgeot coming up. I want you to pitch to Sean, all right? Hard cut offer, you're going to fake handoff, and you're going to go try and drive middle. Doesn't matter which side we go. Get all the way through head tap. Pitch, fake handoff, you're going down the middle. Right?
Ladies, ready to catch and shoot.
For timeout. They were trying to adjust a little bit defensively, trying to play a better know your personnel, know who you're guarding, who you are closing out to, just so you can do a better one-on-one defense.
Well, I saw after Madeira hit that shot, I saw Coach Natalie Hurst in frustration call the timeout because you know she's told them 100 times, do not let her shoot. She gets the open shot there. The traveling violation called on Shearer as she tries to get past Facina, the Italian defender. As we approach the 1 minute mark, headed into the first half. It's a close game here in San Juan, 36-27. Italy in the blue, New Zealand in the white. Kubai looking to go one-on-one, kicks it out, gets it right back. She's doubled now, kicks it out to one of the best shooters on this team. Spray a Fico, no good. There's gonna be a foul called on the floor, but on the floor doesn't really matter because we've been in bonus for 4.5 minutes.
And Kubai has been a game changer for Italy, bringing that energy from the beginning, defensively, blocking shots, offensively, fighting for the offensive rebound, as we can see here every single time. And New Zealand have no answers for Kubai.
Yeah, in addition, yesterday she added 5 assists. So not only is she a great rebounder, a great defender, a great scorer, but yesterday she was passing the ball real nice to her teammates as well.
And as one of my friends, former teammates, and probably the best player in the world right now, Nikola Jokic, says every time, the assist makes 2 people happy.
Yeah, he's too good at assists, though. Something's up with him.
It's very good. It's very good.
Under a minute left to go in the first half. Here's Shearer for New Zealand coming off the screen. Skips it over to Charlotte Whitaker. She takes the 3. Oh, excuse me, that's just a long 2. Her toe was on the line, but still a big shot as New Zealand sticks in this one. They were down by a lot early, as much as 14, and now right back in it, down by 7.
As a shooter, I always hated that when you think you have a 3, but you just stepped on the line for a little bit, and they give you a 2.
Nice pass by the veteran to find a cutting Kubai, and you praised her earlier for her offense, and just like that, look at the read and the cut down the key to get wide open, and she's there. She tried to get the block. It's going to be a foul call, and I don't think that one's going to go against Kubai, but there is going to be 2. Oh, it is. That one's going to go against Kubai as she jumps. You know what I think it was? I think it was her offhand use the body to push herself up. Maybe we can see another look at this one. Oh no, we're going to see the Charlotte Whitaker 3.
And the 2 best post players for Team Italy, collaborating in the low post and high post for a great connection, for a great basket.
Jade Kirisomi at the line now, looking to connect on this last shot and bring New Zealand a little bit closer as they head into the half. That one's good. Just like that, it's a 8-point game, plus the steal. That one would have been good if it went. It's just off the mark at the half-court line. After 2 quarters, Italy leads the way 38-30 over Team Italy. We mentioned it heading into the second quarter, both teams shooting over 40 or 50%. It dipped to 30s, and now it's leveled out. And from the field, New Zealand is shooting 41% and Italy 44%. The free throws are not looking great on either side. You saw New Zealand 71% and Italy only 55% from the free throw line. Take a look at the leaders in this one. Cecilia Zandalicini has 11 points, leads the way for both teams, and a really good start to the game for her. She's also got 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists in just under 15.5 minutes, as we'll get the opportunity to look at some of the best plays of the second quarter. And look, a lot of that's going to be New Zealand as they clawed their way back into this one. Like I mentioned, down by 14 earlier in this game, now just an 8-point game. It's been an exciting one if you're a fan of New Zealand. And Italy, they rocked the first quarter. New Zealand had their way in the second.
Very good first half. We saw a good first quarter for Italy and a good second quarter for New Zealand. I think Italy, to pull away this game, they have to apply the same defense that Spain applied in the first game, where they were able to play their intense defense for 40 minutes. And for Italy to win this game, they will have to do just that.
Here's New Zealand as they claw their way back in, and a lot of aggression on the offensive end. That one by Graham, but Italy had some answers. A lot of that came from Olbis Andre, one of my favorite players on this Italian squad. And that was the person who answered it time and time again. Tegan Graham with back-to-back threes. You see them both there, and that's one way to get your team hyped up. But here's the veteran, Cecilia Zandalicini, who has the answer almost every single time for Italy. If you get the ball in her hand, she can do something with it. And then Magira steps in and right off the bat hits the three, forces the timeout, and that one, a long two. We said it's a sad if you're them, but it's a long two. And just like that, it's the end of the first half. Italy leads the way 38-30, and we'll be back after a quick halftime break.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive, not rising. We are arriving, not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement, constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot.
Earned. Taken. Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat, ruled by queens. When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
Rebound, they've got Martin in the open court. A couple passes, and Gustafsson makes the shot, plus the foul. Should go to the foul line for the first time tonight.
Shot clock winding down, no look pass. Oh my goodness, that was pretty.
That was a beautiful play.
Nice pass inside, but rejected from Sally. Get out of here. Ball moves around, gets back into the hands of Macaulay off the glass. You gotta be kidding me, how? Tough shot.
Macaulay is stepping up in a big way in today's game.
Messamont, bounce pass, pocket pass, an even better one came there from Olamon by Alicia Couture. Turner, oh, look at that. Going right at her and scores. Put that on the highlight reel.
Stolen away by Gabby Williams.
And the energy that dunk's given them.
Oh my gosh, so much behind the back pass. Showtime here in Lyon, France.
Here's Chelsea Gray now. Attacking, dishes off to Hamby down low. Gray, the backwards pass to Jackie Young, and they capitalize. There's a three for Jackie Young. 5 points for her so far. That's her first 3 of the game.
The point guard in gray came out with the behind the head pass.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my gosh, the block. Beautiful help side. And Malonga stolen away. Hold on, do we have an opportunity here? Get out of here, folks! Dominique Malonga throws it down. Can't believe I knew it. I had a feeling it was coming this game.
I don't think it'll be the last one we see.
I don't think so either.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. I'll go attacks the closeout. Beat Bruno inside. Fills it up. It's all right.
Welcome back to the 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament here in San Juan as we get a look at the top scorer for Team Italy, Cecilia Zandalicini, 11 points. She's got 100% from the free throw line and had herself quite a stat line. She's also got 2 rebounds and 3 assists in just under 15.5 minutes. And every single one of her buckets has looked smooth and effortless, and you can tell how she has the veteran presence here and that she's been in this program for a really long time. A really great player, and she leads the way for Team Italy at the half.
Team Italy is going to need the same Cecilia for the second half for them to win this game.
On the other end, New Zealand, let's look at their leading scorer, Amelia Shearer, 6 points for her so far in this one. 1-3, 1-2, and a foul shot to top it off. She's also got 2 rebounds and 1 assist. A starter for this team, and they're going to need a lot from her moving forward in this game against a higher-rated Italian team. Amelia Shearer, this is just her 10th game with the senior team. She played 5 seasons at the University of Portland, where her younger teammate, Halis Hokianga, will head just next year, and she just graduated in 2025. In her senior year, she averaged 17 points per game, shooting 48% from the field and 88% from the free throw. She's currently playing in the WNBL in Australia. Sharon Robati, you see, leads the way in assists and rebounds. She's been great for this team so far, and she's only got 4 points, but the presence that she brings on this team, I'm not sure the box score really tells the full story of the impact she makes for New Zealand.
Most of the time, the great players that every coach wants to win the game, they do the stuff that you don't see in the box score or stats that are not written in the box score.
Yeah, the little things like you were talking about, winning those 50-50 balls, diving on the floor, setting the screens, and that is very much Sharon Robati. Although she does lead in 2 categories, the points just haven't been there for her yet today. On the other side, New Zealand, the same person who has the most points has the same assists. Like I said, she's been having an incredible start to this game so far. A really big game, or a really big game so far under Team Italy. And like I mentioned, a WNBA champion. She currently is with the Golden State Valkyries, 10.5 points per game. And She's played pro in Italy and Turkey. She's won 6 Italian Youth Club Championships before moving her way up to the senior team. And in 2017, she made her Eurobasket debut, and it was said to be the greatest FIBA Eurobasket women debut of all time. And watching her here today, I think you can see why.
I would say a pretty cool resume for Cecilia at only, I would say, 30 years old. Is still a pretty cool age.
Actually, sorry to interrupt you, her 30th birthday is in 3 days. So you're like right on.
Right on. And for bad luck, they say to not say happy birthday before it happens. So
I didn't wish her a happy birthday.
Yeah, that's I was about to say happy birthday, so I'm not gonna say it. We'll say buon compleanno in 3 days to Cecilia. But yes, a pretty good resume and still a lot of titles and basketball in the future of Cecilia.
The fans starting to pile into the arena here in San Juan, and we mentioned it, the next game of the day after Italy and New Zealand will be the defending champs, Team USA, taking on the host country of Puerto Rico. And I think there's 3 reasons why it's a sold-out game. 1, it's the host team of Puerto Rico. You got to cheer on your team. 2, the USA is close, so a lot of people can get here. And 3, a lot of star power on that American team. Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, and Angel Reese all making their debuts just yesterday on the senior team. And so you're seeing a lot of people pack in. And if you can find a ticket online, you should buy it because it's been sold out for a few days. It'll be a fun arena here in the next game. That one starts at 8 o'clock.
And I'm going to give you a 4th reason why it's going to be a packed stadium and a lot of people are going to come at 8 p.m. is because 8 p.m. is a great time for people from Puerto Rico to watch games. Our games in Puerto Rico for us last year, they were all at 8 p.m. And so 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. is a great time for Puerto Rico people to see games.
You love the number 8. That's later than most NBA games that you play.
Yes, usually we play at 7, but yeah, here in Puerto Rico you play at 8 and a couple of TV games at 9.
Look at that. Maybe it's because they get off work, and you guys mentioned the traffic that can happen in Puerto Rico. We got to get everyone here in time.
Yes, if you catch the rush hours, is a huge problem. You're definitely going to be late for your dinner or your next appointment.
Or the game.
Or the game. Don't do that.
All right, we're getting set to start the second half here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's part of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. 6 teams here competing for a chance to head to the World Cup in Berlin, Germany later this year in September. You're watching New Zealand right there in the white jerseys take on Italy in the blue jerseys. They're up right now 38-30. Kelsey Ray Johnson, Danilo Gallinari taking on the game for you. We got all the action in a minute and a half. And look, Italy was up by 14 points. New Zealand got within 5, and right now they sit at 8.
And a little history / geography or fun fact about Italy. If you don't know, Kelsey, or for those of you who don't know, Italy is divided in 20 different regions, and every region has their own accent, their own dialect, their own food. And that's the beauty of my beautiful country.
20 is a lot.
It's a lot, and it's imagine how many different dialects and accents and different kind of food. You drive from one region to the other, and you can experience different tastes.
You know how they say Italy is kind of like a boot?
Yeah.
Who gets to be in the heel? Is that a cool place?
The Hill is a very cool place. It's a region called Puglia. It's a very underrated region because a lot of people know different cities and they go to Sicily or Sardinia, actually where my wife is from. But Puglia is a very underrated region. That's a region where I would definitely go in vacation. I've been in vacation there many times. So if you do go to Italy, definitely go to Puglia.
I always wondered about the heel. All right, let's lock in the way this defense needs to lock in. Italy ball to start the half. And it's Italy up 38-30. Jasmine Keys tries to get it cross court to Kubai, but it's picked up by Team New Zealand. Here's Dalton at the helm. Dalton back up to Pizzi. Pizzi to Shearer. Shearer to Graham, and that's going to be a moving screen call. And New Zealand not happy with that one. That foul is going to go against Sharn Robati. We were singing her praises earlier at the half, and Robati, that's her 3rd personal foul, so she's got to be careful for the rest of the half. Of course, only 5 fouls here in FIBA.
Very careful, and she does not want to pick up the 4th, because if she does, it's a big problem for her team, and she will have to go out of the game.
And just like that, the response foul, that one goes against Jasmine Keys, and that's her 3rd personal foul as well.
Another very important player, Jasmine, for the Team Italy, and you don't want to pick up your 4th. If not, you're going to see a lot of the game from the bench. 2 offensive fouls, one after the other, back to back.
Pizzi up top for Team New Zealand. Kicks it over to Shearer. Shearer to Robati. Robati on the wing. She finds the wall, and it's swing in the corner. Number 8 does it again. Tegan Graham, 3 threes on the night. She's been hot from 3, and we talk about knowing personnel. If you're Italy, you gotta run her off the line because she likes camping out there.
Definitely, especially an open shot from the corner. That's money in the bank for Graham.
Graham hands it off to Shearer. Big block as the crowd's still going crazy for that one on the other end, and let's see if they can capitalize off of it. Zandalicini gets a hand on it, takes time away from the offense for New Zealand. Now they got to rush and do something. Dalton throws it up, no good. And Verona, look, gonna slow things down. Kubai telling her to just calm down and let's run something in the half court. Verona. Over to Spreafico. Inside to Kubai. Kubai to Keys. Keys goes up, and it's blocked by Pizzi. There's going to be a foul there on Spreafico. Sends Shearer to the ground, and the substitution comes in for Team Italy. I think this is a really smart substitution to get Jasmine Keys off the floor early in this one, so she doesn't get tempted to get another foul early in this quarter. Sarah Madeira checks into the game, a big shooter for Team Italy.
That was a very good play in the post. Everything was perfect other than the finish by Jasmine, but if you give the ball to Kubai in the post, a lot of good things are going to happen.
Kubai, 6 points, 3 rebounds already in this one, and she's charged for the foul there, a little reaching foul. Kubai, that's just her 1st personal foul of the game, so she's allowed to stay on.
If you say so, Andrea Capobianco is going to listen to you, Kelsey. Tell him.
Listen over here, coach. She's okay. See, he was concentrated.
Yes.
New Zealand ball on the baseline, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Robati. Hand down, man down, but can't get that one to fall off the back rim. Here's Zandalicini making her way up. Very calm, poised. Gets it into Kubai. Kubai back to the basket, looks to back down Robati, but kicks it back out. Zandalicini just short, and that's just her 2nd miss of the game. Again, she leads all scorers in this game right now with 11 points.
Cecilia needs to be more aggressive, and we like that shot. We need that shot from Cecilia, so the more aggressive she's going to be and more chances Team Italy has to win this game.
Just a 5-point game again now, and there's been a lot of foul calls. That one will go against Spreafico. Oh my God, hello? That one will go against
Spreafico.
Spreafico. There's been a lot of fouls, though, to start this 2nd half.
The referees are calling a lot of contacts. That means that you really have to watch out when you're trying to play an intense and very aggressive defense. But we'll see how it goes right now, especially in the 4th quarter.
Here's Sharn Robati, someone who really has to be careful. She kicks it out. And Graham chucks it up, a rare miss from her from 3, and there's a battle down low. Toei, oh no, gets the bucket and the chance to make it a 3-point play, and that foul goes against Zandalicini.
You have to have 5 players in the paint to rebound, either New Zealand or Italy. If you want to get the rebound, you have to have everybody rebound, especially the guards needs to come in and get all those balls that go around the free throw line.
Tofeono makes that one, and actually it was her birthday yesterday. We mentioned that. She went to the line, the birthday girl made all her free throws, and continues the streak here today.
And as you say in Canada or United States, happy belated birthday.
You don't say that in Italy?
In Italy, you don't say that because it's bad luck. We are very superstitious, so you only say that the exact day of the birthday. You never say it either one day before or one day late.
So you guys are probably just better friends. You just don't miss people's birthdays. You don't have to say belated.
Yeah, or if you miss it, you just don't say it, exactly.
You say, hey buddy, hope you had a good day yesterday. There's a foul called on New Zealand, on Amelia Shearer, so it's gonna be Italy ball. They've pulled it back out. 8 seconds now on the shot clock. Kubai down low, going against a much smaller defender, and she gets that one to go against Shearer off the glass, and just like that, Morella Kubai has 6 points, or 8 points, excuse me, and 3 rebounds.
It feels like Kubai needs to get the ball every single time they go down the floor. She's been a force, effective, scoring the ball, assisting the ball.
She's been great. She's been one of the MVPs of this Italian team in both games we've seen here in San Juan. Verona, the TCL player of the game just yesterday, as they swing it. She gets it back wide open on the wing, just off the mark. Spreafico knocks that one out, and it's going to go back towards New Zealand as they get a pair of fresh legs into the game. Number 15, Jade Kirisomi, checks into the game for Dalton. Just under 6 minutes left to go in this one. Italy leads the way only by 4. And if you tuned into the first quarter and then went to grab some dinner and you're just tuning in now, New Zealand has clawed their way back into this one, but Italy never given up the lead quite yet. A little miscommunication there between 2 New Zealand players is going to result in a out of bounds. It'll be Italy ball on the sideline as they look to extend their lead.
And that's how Italy defense has to be every single time down the court. If not, New Zealand is gonna punish you.
Zandalicini up top off the Kubai screen. She pulls it back out, swings it over to Manira into Kubai. Kubai back to the basket, going up against Stolten. Or Graham, excuse me. Kubai, a nice spin move, and you said it, Danilo. Get the ball in her hands. She's gonna make something happen.
Give the ball to Kubai. She is not missing. She is gonna dominate this game. Offensively and defensively, like I said right there, with a nice block. Very active and dominant on both ends of the floor.
Verona gets it back up top for Team Italy. Swings it to Zandalicini. It's going to be a blocking foul called on Shearer. And Amelia Shearer, that's her 3rd personal foul. Let's take another look at how dominant Lorella Kubai has been on the offensive end there. And then on the defensive end, just the next play, the block on Robati. She is everywhere offensively and defensively as Strawbridge checks in for the first time for New Zealand. Verona could have taken it all the way, but let's look for an extra point there. Hey, why not look for an extra 2 points? Could have had a 2, have the chance now to make that a 4-point play. What a bucket by Laura Spreafico.
It's definitely a much needed basket for Spreafico. Has been missing a couple of shots, and so for her to score and see the ball going in is definitely a good sign for her and for Team Italy.
9 points for the captain, Laura Spreafico. Has a chance to make it 10, but I jinxed it, and Strawbridge boxed her out a little bit too hard, and she's on the floor right now holding her ankle. Looks like she's in pain. You can see the head coach of Team Italy asking for a unsportsmanlike foul, and I think maybe the referees might take a look at that one as Spreafico walks it off. Nat Hurst asking why the foul, but Spreafico's ankle is saying, I can tell you why, coach. Both teams in the bonus for the last 4.5 minutes, so it's going to send Spreafico right back to the line, and she's still holding her ankle. And I don't know, most basketball players have rolled their ankle. That's not a good feeling that she's got right now as she stands at the line.
I don't know what happened, because rolling the ankle right after a free throw, that's pretty new to see. So I don't know what happened. We didn't see the replay, but
Spreafico can't connect on that second one, and hopefully her adrenaline kicks in and the ankle feels okay moving forward. Here's Verona. They're going to get the extra possession here. Verona turns the corner, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to one of the best shooters in Sarah Madeira, but that one is just a bit short. New Zealand looking to make a bit of a comeback now, because that was a possession that technically was worth a lot of points, as they got the 3 and then 4 foul shots and the extra possession. Strawbridge up to Shearer. Shearer to Tofeono. Got to make something happen. Robati. And that is exactly what you don't want if you're New Zealand. That is a moving screen call, and I'm going to see if this is against Robati. Okay, you got saved a little bit because that would have been her 4th foul, but that one's actually going to go to Ella Tofeono on the moving screen. Either way, Sharon Robati is going to get subbed out of the game. She's got 3 fouls, so better to sit her for the final 4 minutes of this quarter.
You got to finish strong. The message right now from both coaches is to finish very strong these last 4 minutes to get into the 4th quarter with the best score possible.
That's going to be the best shot possible by the veteran Cecilia Zandalicini, and what a bucket from her. If you're in need, you go to either her or Kubai. You just saw them both on the screen there, and that's going to force the timeout from New Zealand. They're going to have a stern talking to, I think, from head coach Natalie Hurst. And let's head into the timeout to see what she tells her team for the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Stop the run now. We just need one good score, one good stop at a time, and we're good. Hey, don't let them get in the bonus early. Good job, Ash. Here we go, ladies. Great fight, great fight. I think just also knowing that they're like really collapsing on us. So if like we're going at the rim, like we're on the rim, otherwise like we gotta be ready for like them all to sink in. Yeah. And that's on us to
Jade, get to Ash. Alright? Jade, get all the way through. Alright, Emmy's coming off the staggers. Okay? Alright. Oh, sorry, Emmy, I want you to curl. Alright? Yeah, head tap. Alright. Don't get it. Get to the corner, alright? Let's bring Piz up. Hit Piz. Hit Toff. And then Ash. And Piz, you're going down to get Emmy again. Alright, we're good with that? Yeah. Got this?
Thank you.
Alright, here we go, White!
Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah, ball's here. Come down off staggers off the elbow.
In the timeout, we saw Team New Zealand talking about what they're going to run right now, and hopefully they'll be able to execute exactly the angles that coach was mentioning, and so we'll see how patient and poised in the execution they will be.
New Zealand looking to execute what Coach Hurst mentioned in the timeout. And right now there's going to be a foul on Italy's Francesca Passa. And like I mentioned, we'll be in bonus for a while now in this 3rd quarter. Passa charged with that foul. It's going to send New Zealand to the line for 2 shots. Francesca Passa, that's just her 2nd personal foul of the game, and it's going to send Amelia Shearer to the line for 2 shots. Right now, she's got 6 points.
Now
Oh,
is
excuse me, it's not Amelia Shearer. She was just warming up the spot.
prediction time, Kelsey. What you got?
Ooh, for which team? Both? I can't predict the winner. That's crazy.
You got to predict who is going to win. And right now, let's say that Italy has 47. How many points Italy will score tonight?
I will do the second part. And I think Italy will have 3 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. I think they will hit 65. And we'll see if New Zealand can have more or less. Sarah Madeira helping me out in my prediction. A big three-pointer from the corner. Like we mentioned, one of the knockdown three-point shooters for this Italian team.
They call it KYP, know your personnel. You cannot leave one of the best shooters wide open in the corner.
No, that's the easiest shot, and that's a shot that she's made consistently. Yesterday made 3 of those in the game against Puerto Rico, and Rebecca Pizzi is going to go to the line for 2 shots. She's only got 2 points so far in this one. A quiet game from her today, as you'll hope to see her have a little more offensive firepower if you are cheering for New Zealand. She had 5.7 rebounds yesterday in the game. Rebecca Pizzi, a 6'3" center. She actually works as a physiotherapist right now. One of the only players here that isn't working or isn't playing pro basketball. It's just a hobby for her, and she's one of the best players on this team.
Wow, that's a pretty cool story. A very good thing for her. So if she ever gets injured, she's not going to need any physical therapist. She'll be able to do the rehab by herself.
Actually, that's a good thing for a teammate to have, too. If I get injured, I'd love her to help me. Zandalasini looks to clean it up from 3, no good, and it's Pizzi who pulls down the board. New Zealand looking to run fast. And Tofeono tries to get the ball there, but it's knocked out of bounds by Kubai. It's going to stay with Team New Zealand, 14 on the shot clock as Italy talks it out with each other. There's 2 of them trying to get on the same page there on the defensive end. New Zealand, a great pass inside to Rebecca Pizzi, but it's pulled away by Cecilia Zandalasini. Here's Santucci, setting things up for her team, waiting for everyone to get in the right place. Passa drives, kicks it out. Zandalasini pulls it back out, 7 on the shot clock. Pulls up from 3 with a player in her face, and just like that, the and 1 opportunity from 3 for a 4-point play. I cannot say enough good things about her.
Another possible 4-point play, the second one for Team Italy tonight, and that's the typical move from Cecilia when she gets a one-on-one situation from the 3-point line. You can see here a step back, going to her left, and that's another money in the bank shot.
That was a beautiful shot. She heads to the line for the additional point if she can. Give her 20 points on the night. She leads all scorers from both teams. She's going to take a quick break, get some water, take a few deep breaths, and we'll see her again to start the 4th quarter, I'm sure. What a dagger for New Zealand, though, to give up 2 4-point plays when you're trying to claw your way back into this one. Now, a 15-point lead. Is my math right?
Your math is always right.
Yeah, they had it within 5 there, and now it's exploded to 15 as you got Kubai down low. And even over 2 defenders, Lorella Kubai can get it done. She has been incredible today on both the offensive and defensive ends.
The hook shot is another money in the bank shot. She hasn't missed that since she was 7 years old, and so
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Foul is going to go against number 13, Lorella Kubai. And that is just her 2nd foul of the game. It's going to send New Zealand to the line A substitution into this one. Dalton checks into the game for New Zealand, and it sends Tofeono to the line for 2 shots. Ella Tofeono is 5'11" forward, like I said, just had her birthday yesterday. I won't wish her a happy birthday, just stating that it was. She's played, this will be her 13th game with the senior program, and she just entered into this senior program back in 2024-2025 and averaged nearly a double-double playing in the WNBL just last season. Collegiately, she played at Texas Tech and Texas A&M, so NCAA experience for her as well. As she nails the foul shots, she has got 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist in this game against Team Italy. The Italians look to build on their ever-growing lead with just under a minute left to go in the third quarter. Passa drives left, kicks it out. Fassina just off the mark. Oh, excuse me, Spreafico. Just off the mark, and there's a foul called there, which, like I mentioned, for the last 4 minutes, every foul is going to send somebody to the line, so New Zealand going to go to the line. And a good way to get back in the game is to put points on the board when the clock is stopped, and New Zealand trying to do just that.
If you are Italy and you want to manage as well as possible this differential, you have to not foul and let the game go, let the clock go, and just control the rhythm of the game, which is usually in the hands of your point guards, and which Italy has 2 right now, 2 very quick and good point guards, and we'll see if they can do that.
Amelia Scherer sinks both free throws, which is not a surprise. Like I mentioned, shot 88% from the free throw in her collegiate career. So what's another few foul shots for her in this one? And here's Italy again, looking to continue to put points on the board and make this one a blowout so they don't have to worry about it in the fourth quarter. And there's going to be a foul called there on Tofeono. Olbis Andre, we haven't seen a lot of her today. She's only played 8.5 minutes, but an impact nonetheless. 4 points, 2 rebounds, and she'll head to the line for 2 shots.
And since it's prediction time for you, Kelsey, what we got on these free throws?
Olbis Andre, I think she makes 2. She's a pretty good player. She's been with the senior program since 2019, so she wouldn't let me down. Oh, never mind. She's fresh. She just got on. She hasn't warmed up yet.
That's why your prediction could have been different, but I like you being always positive and optimistic.
Come on, Olbis. There we go. "30 seconds left to go in the quarter." Here's Hokianga. Cross, and she's going to go all the way. That shot was kind of like Chelsea Gray's pass yesterday behind the head, and she tries to throw it up at the rim behind her head. It doesn't really matter because she's going to go to the line, and she knew there was a lot of contact there.
It would have been a crazy N1, a good crazy circus shot.
Let's take another look at this one. Yep, just she knew there was contact. She didn't really care about that going in. That's okay. She's going to have a chance at the line. Palace Hokianga. She has played only, this will be her 15th game with the senior program. She just started in 2024 as well. Making a name for herself. She's only 5'5" and 18 years old, one of the smallest and youngest players out here, but holding her own in both games this tournament. Italy going to look to have the last shot here in the quarter. Spreafico drives, finds Santucci. Santucci looking for her shot, but New Zealand doing a good job taking it away. But you know what's there? Forget the shot. She's going to take it all the way to the hoop. A great take there. by Mariella Santucci. Give her 4 points on the night, and that's one way to end the quarter on a high note. Italy leads the way 59-44.
Santucci being very patient, and patience paid off.
It certainly did. What I like about her is, I mean, she's only got 4 points right now, but the team doesn't ask her to score. What she's so good at is directing everyone, really being a floor general. And you can see when things start to get a little messy, she slows the teams down, makes the players all get in the right place so they can sit down and run their half-court plays. And it's been great to watch her in that point guard position. And what take there to end the quarter. She wanted the shot, but she said, look, I'll take whatever's open, and that's what it was. A direct line to the hoop, and she gets that one to fall.
And that's what you want from, we always say, from your point guard. Control the rhythm of the game. Know when to go fast and when to slow down.
Let's take a look at some of those times we went fast, and some of the times we slowed down. Topeano slowed down on that one. Big body down low, got it done. And here's Lorella Kubai, who's been unstoppable in this game so far. Verona kicks it out, and I mean, look, Italy is shooting. They've only hit 5 threes. It feels like they've hit a lot more. Maybe I'm imagining it, but they've been pretty good from the field, 46% from the field overall, so a lot of their shots have been going in, and it's hard to stop such a fire-hot team. And there's the 4-point play from Zandalicini. Coach, you gotta be happy, you're back up, 59-44. Italy leads the way heading into the fourth quarter as you see the end result of that 4-point play there. And New Zealand coming back out to the court, 10 more minutes to make a mark on this game. They're down big. They've done it before. They were down by 14, got it in within 5, and now down again, 59-44. 10 minutes left to go, and anything can happen if they string together a couple runs and stops.
Get continuous stops for Team Italy for the first 3 minutes of this quarter is going to be the key to win the game.
We'll check back in 3 minutes to see what New Zealand's been able to do and how Italy has been able to try and stop it. Here's Dalton, drives, throws it up, no good. You know, Charlotte Whitaker was there to clean that one up, but doesn't need to as there's a foul called under the hoop, and that one is gonna go to number 22, Olbis Andre. And that's her first foul of the game, so no worries for the big down there, and it's going to send Tyler Dalton, the captain of this team, to the line for 2 shots.
A very well played pick and roll on the side, and the guard was able to use her speed to beat the defender and use the big screen and go to the basket.
Just like that, they chip away on the offensive end. Let's see what New Zealand can do for defense. And they grab the ball and get Jasmine Keys to the floor, at least take a few seconds away. Santucci looking to find the open player. It's back to Jasmine Keys on the wing. That's nothing but air there as it knocks out of bounds. And I know you probably don't love this, Danilo, but if you're cheering for New Zealand here, that's a good start to the fourth quarter.
Yes, it's a very good start, and that's what they need to do to get this game back. For Team Italy, for Team New Zealand, the first 3 minutes are key to get back into this game. And we saw a 3-point shot by Jasmine. And like I said, when I was a player and I just got subbed in, usually I wasn't the one taking the very first shot. I need to touch the ball and dribble the ball a couple of times before feeling comfortable with my first shot.
We'll see who's able to take the first shot, or the second shot here for Team Italy. Santucci over to Passa. Passa, she's so quick when she gets going to the hoop. That one just off the back rim. And Amelia Shearer comes down with the board. Shearer up to Dalton. Dalton to Hokianga. Hokianga comes off the Pizzi screen and turns the corner. The 5'5" point guard gets it up, but it just won't fall, and there's a foul called on the floor.
Second personal foul, number 45, Charlotte Whitaker.
That foul is going to go against Team New Zealand, Charlotte Whitaker. It's her second personal foul of the game. And Italy will take it out of bounds on the baseline now. They lead the way 59-46. And here's Santucci starting things off. Could have been a good pass there, but decides to slow it down. Run through the play. Here's Santucci once again. Comes off the Jasmine screen. Gets the switch she wants. Step back three. Just off the backboard, and there's a foul underneath. I think that one is going to go against number 26. And it is Tyler Dalton will be charged with this one. That's her second personal foul of the game, and Italy is going to take it on the baseline. 14 seconds on the clock. Santucci up top against Dalton. She'll use the Andre screen and get the Whitaker switch onto her. Throws it up, no good. The battle underneath is just between the white jerseys. They finally come up with it.
New Zealand has been playing a very good defense, and if they are able also to pick up the pace offensively, I think they will have a very good chance to get back into this game.
Charlotte Whitaker off the mark over two of the bigger players on Team Italy, and here's Passa, gets down the floor real quick. Jasmine Keys back to Santucci. You can see Santucci directing her teammates where to go. Turns the corner on Whitaker. A nice pass into Olvis Andre. She can't connect. New Zealand cleans up the glass. Shearer working that point guard position. A nice pass inside. It's just off the mark there, and Charlotte Whitaker can't get to it. Substitutions in for both teams. Okianga back in for New Zealand, and Verona back in for Team Italy. Verona, the starting point guard for Team Italy, was also the TCL player of the game yesterday in Italy's win over Puerto Rico. Jasmine Keys back to Verona. Verona uses the screen, pulls it back out, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to do something with it, and bailed out there by a foul on Charlotte Whitaker. That's her third foul of the game. And another substitution will bring Cecilia Zandalicini back into the game, the leading scorer in this one. She's got 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists right now. Here she is. A rare miss from her. I think only 3 misses from her so far in this one. And there's a foul called on Jasmine Keys on the rebound. Jasmine Keys, that's her 4th personal foul.
And as we talked about it before, I'll take that shot for sure for Cecilia, but she just got into the game, and so it's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, give her some reps running up and down the floor, and we'll see. Jasmine Keys, like I said, that's her 4th foul, so you saw her kind of back off on defense there. She can't be as aggressive on the defensive end, which isn't great if you're Team Italy, as Sharon Robati throws it up and puts it in for Team New Zealand. Just an 11-point game now. 6 minutes left to go in the quarter. Passa from 3 off the mark, and a nice rebound there. Box out by Charlotte Whitaker. Knocked out of bounds by Passa, so it's going to stay with Team New Zealand as Kubai checks back into the game. And if you're a fan of the Italians, you got to be happy about that. Lorella Kubai has been having herself a night. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and a huge presence down low.
And I'm going to guess she's going to play the last 6 minutes of this basketball game.
If you were a betting man, I think that would be a safe bet. Sharon Robati drives, blocked by Jasmine Keys. Keys hits the ground, and there's a foul called here. It's going to be blue ball on the baseline.
Fourth personal foul, number 11, Jordan.
That foul is going to go against, I didn't actually hear, Sharn Robati?
I don't know. It was a lot of people fighting for that ball, so I have no idea. Your eyes are always better than mine, Kelsey, so I have no idea.
Yeah, it was against Sharn Robati, so now that's 4 fouls for her. So 4 fouls for Robati, 4 fouls for Jasmine Keys. So just 2 things to keep an eye on there. They're actually guarding each other. So I don't think we'll see much aggression from either of them in that matchup, and that's going to be a foul on Charlotte Whitaker now, and that's her 4th foul of the game. Having 2 of your bigs, Danilo, with 4 fouls each, how does that affect the defensive aggression that this team's going to be able to show Team Italy?
It's definitely going to affect their defense, especially right now with Team Italy going inside with Kubai. There is a very high risk every time on that one-on-one situation that they're going to pick up their 5th foul.
Lorella Kubai at the line. 13 points for her tonight. And she's been an absolute engine, spark plug for this team. She's been a consistent senior with this program for Italy since 2019. And she's played in the WNBA for quite a while. She was drafted in 2022 and has played on the Seattle Storm, the Liberty, and the Atlanta Dream. Here's Passa, full steam ahead to Verona, back to Passa. They're playing hot potato under the hoop, and it works out to get the best shot. Passa puts it in for 2. A great job from Francesca Passa. Give her 8 points on the night, and a timeout is forced to be called by Team New Zealand. Now in the 4th quarter, we don't get to go in and listen, and I understand why, but if you're Coach Natalie Hurst, what are you telling your team as you were trying to claw your way back in, and it just looks like Italy is not giving in?
I would say the defense, they're doing a pretty good job, but offensively, if you turn the ball over against Team Italy, they were able to play a perfect 3-on-1 going on a fast break with a couple of cool and fast passes and easily score on the other hand. So take care of the ball is going to be the main goal.
Take care of the ball. New Zealand with 20 turnovers already in this game compared to just 8 on the other end from Italy. As we take a look at this fast break that you were talking about, Passa to Verona to Kubai, back to Passa. Beautiful ball movement there.
I don't think I've ever seen a player as fast as Passa.
She's so quick.
It's amazing how quick she is, especially now seeing her for the first time right here playing in this tournament. She is fast.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez. It's one of my favorite cartoons.
Robati hands it off to Kiri Somi. Over to Graham. Graham hands off to Hokianga. Hokianga turns the corner, looking to pass it. Gets it inside to Tofeono. Kicks it out, but Passa is just that quick. Gets in the passing lane, and now she's going to slow it down for Team Italy. Under 5 minutes left to go, and if you're Team Italy, you're up 63-48, so you want to try and use as much time as you can. You don't need any quick shots for New Zealand. You need to start scoring some. Verona, the long 2 is no good. Touch the rim though, excuse me, so you're gonna get a fresh one. Jasmine Keys, it looked good from our angle, but just a bit short. Verona winning that just want it battle. They're just wanting that one. She gets the rebound. Gets another chance for Italy, and it's just off the back rim. But they had 3 offensive chances there in that one possession.
And if you are New Zealand, you cannot allow that. There is no way to win the game if you do allow that. And like we talked about, taking care of the ball is what they did not do in these last offensive actions.
22 turnovers for Team New Zealand in this one. And let's look up points off turnovers. Italy has scored 25 of their points off turnovers. So even if you half that, it's a game.
That's the difference in the game. Turnovers are gonna kill you.
Team Italy gonna run all the way through their plays. Zandalicini goes up, can't get it to fall, but she is fouled by Strawbridge, so she's gonna go to the line once again for 2 shots, and again, she leads all scorers in this game with 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and she's at the line for 2 additional shots now.
I'm not sure that if I'm Team New Zealand, I will leave a player on an island, as we say when they play 1-on-1 against Chile, because there is a very, very good chance that you are going to lose their 1-on-1 battle.
Yeah, she has played everywhere around the world. She has won everywhere she's played, and she's been part of this senior program since 2014. This is her 12th event, the youth program since 2011. So she's been part of this Italian team, developing, representing her country for a very, very long time, and it shows.
And she already has some records for the Italian national team in the history of the Italian national team basketball, and I'm sure that by keep playing like that and keep being the leader that she is, she's gonna have a lot more records.
Jasmine Keys back to the basket, going up against Strawbridge. Looks to turn the corner, off the glass is good for Jasmine Keys. Give her 3 points on the night.
New Zealand.
What a finish in the post with the left. Bank shot with the left, definitely one of the toughest shots in basketball, especially if you are righty.
New Zealand calls another timeout. If you're Natalie Hurst after that first timeout, you can't be happy with the effort that you're getting from these tall ferns right now, because even the 50-50 balls, it is all Team Italy. We saw the offensive rebounds and the multiple possessions, and Italy is just having their way with them right now. So if you're Natalie Hurst, there's got to be a message you send to these players to try and claw your way back in. 3.5 minutes is a long time.
3 minutes is a very long time, and in basketball anything can happen, but if I'm coach New Zealand right now, I will probably take my starters out and play the players that play not too many minutes usually. I don't know if in 3 minutes a miracle could happen to get them back into the game. But I don't think that that's gonna happen. She's gonna keep the players, the main players, the starting 5, on the court.
A reminder that tomorrow is an off day for all the teams, so everyone gets a chance to recoup and recalibrate. And so,
is it gonna be an off day for us too, Kelsey?
Heck yeah.
What are you going to do to enjoy La Isla del Encanto?
I'm gonna try and get some sunshine because we've been inside this gym for over 10 hours for back-to-back days, so I think the sun will feel nice.
A little vitamin D action for you, Kelsey.
I think a little vitamin D, especially coming from Toronto. I haven't seen the sun in a while. Another steal from Passa here as she kicks it over to Verona, back up to Passa. And again, they're gonna take their time and run through their plays in this one. They're in no rush, up by 18 points. Passa back over to Verona. She lets it fly from 3, and it's nothing but net.
Great shot from the corner. Very good pass from Passa, who's been passing the ball very well. Steals and assists.
Emma Rogers, one of those young players making her debut this tournament for the senior team. Strong take to the basket, just can't finish. She gets it right back here, kicks it out to Whitaker. Whitaker throws up the 3, it's off the back rim. The battle for the board. Emma Rogers once again with the offensive rebound. Another note to make, Emma Rogers, who just got blocked there by Team Italy, has a cousin on the team, Bryerly Rogers. Yesterday I said they were sisters, and I was trying to make them closer than they were. They probably feel like sisters when they're out this far away from home to have a family member there, but they are just cousins. So if you're watching from New Zealand, I'm sorry.
It's all good, Kelsey.
My cousins felt like sisters growing up, same thing.
Everybody makes little mistakes, as you said, is important. More important, the relationship. And another steal again from Passa, and beep, beep. Nobody's gonna catch you for easy layup.
Francesca Passa, 10 points on the night, and it's her speed that is getting it done against this New Zealand team. What an incredible game for her. I don't think we'll see her again in these last 2 minutes, but she'll have a few more games this tournament, 3 more games, so we'll see her a lot, and she's been really impressive today, really fun to watch. Santucci called for the foul, a little bit of reaching action there. That is her second personal foul, and it'll be New Zealand on the sideline. And this is Brierly Rogers here, the cousin of Emily, and so Coach Natalie Hurst is doing kind of what you were saying. She brought some of the young guns in to end this game. These are 2 players, both Rogers girls, making their senior debut here in San Juan. Emma Rogers caught herself in the key. Not much to do against Kubai, but she does find a beautiful cutting Hokianga, but she's blocked at the rim. And here's Italy now walking up the court, setting up their plays, and Santucci is so good at directing her teammates and doing that. Here's Jasmine Keys. Over to Spreafico. Spreafico, step back 3. No good, a big rebound by Rogers. Here's Emma Rogers now. Going up against Santucci. Emma Rogers to Brierly Rogers. Brierly looks to turn the corner, throws it up. And just like that, you can hear the crowd go wild. An and one bucket for Brierly Rogers. Welcome to the senior squad, young lady.
That was a tough shot, and we'll see if your prediction is right about this free throw. My dear friend Kelsey, what you got?
I think there's a lot of pressure on her right now is what I think.
That's not what I asked.
She made it. Brierly Rogers played 1 year of college ball in West Virginia at Wheeling College, and now she's representing New Zealand here on the senior stage. Sarah Madeira, we almost never see her drive in, but she saw the open lane, went in, and has a chance now at the free throw line. And if you ask me for my prediction now, I'll give it.
What is your prediction now on Madeira free throws?
She's got to make both. She is such a good shooter from outside, and usually great shooters make these ones pretty easy.
She got to make both, or she will?
She's got to. Oh my gosh, have I lost my touch? Did I leave it in yesterday's games?
I think you did, but I give you the chance to redeem yourself in the next game, which I'm going to ask you a lot of predictions, and you have a couple of more days to not miss any more predictions.
Emma Rogers over to Hokianga. Hokianga to Strawbridge. Whitaker tries to get it right back, and Spreafico gets it back on the steal. And this will be the last possession here for Italy as they're leading the way. They're going to have to take 1 shot, and then it'll be all New Zealand as Brierly Rogers is called for the foul, and both teams in bonus now. It'll send Verona to the line for 2 shots.
Your Spreafico pronunciation is getting better by the minute. I love it.
Imagine us on March 17th. You're gonna think I'm Italian.
Oh yeah. And I know you've been getting pretty good breakfast, kind of Italian breakfast with some good pastries here in Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. We all remember you guys, whoever is listening, that San Juan is the capital of Puerto Rico.
10 seconds left to go inside the capital. Brierly Rogers, the step back 3, that I thought was going in. That looked pretty, and Italy's gonna dribble this one out. And that's game. Italy has their 2nd win of the tournament. Puerto Rico yesterday and New Zealand here today. They win this one. 74-51. Team Italy with back-to-back W's. An incredible performance from them here today. Shooting 39% from the field, over 50% from the 2-point range. And what an end it was here for Team Italy. You look at the turnovers here, and Danilo, you had a lot to say about this one. 26 turnovers to just 8. New Zealand just could not cut those turnovers, and Italy scored 25 points off of those turnovers.
That's the difference in the game. You cannot turn the ball over, especially against an Italian team who's very good in turning those turnovers into buckets.
They certainly are, and a lot of people were scoring here for Team Italy. Leading all scorers is Cecilia Zandalicini with 17. Lorella Kubai with 14 for Team Italy, and then right behind them is Francesca Passa, who had 8. Speedy Gonzalez Passa at 8 points for Team Italy. If we look on the other end, leading the way for Team New Zealand, they had a much more even scoring field. Leading the way is Ella Toteona with 8 points, as well as Amelia Shearer. She also had 8. Oh, Tegan Graham, had 9 points. Let's take a look at some of the best plays of this final fourth quarter. Robati, a strong performance for her from Team New Zealand.
Every time you're gonna say Francesca Passa, I'm gonna say beep beep.
Look at her here. She's quick, she gets the opening, and she puts it in. A great 3-on-1 possession for Team Italy. And we have our TCL player of the game, and I don't think it's a surprise to anyone. Cecilia Zandalicini with 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. An incredible showing from her. She gets to go home with a trophy.
That's one of the lot of trophies that Cecilia has probably in her house, and she's gonna add this one to the list.
Well, imagine the trophy she has. Imagine all the games she's played when the teams meet at halftime and give each other gifts. Imagine how many of those she has from around the world.
Yes, and that's something that you always want to keep, because when you're older, you're going to show that to your kids and grandkids. They're going to appreciate what you have done in the past in your life.
Let's take a look at the standings. Spain and Italy, both teams with 2 wins. It'll be USA taking on Puerto Rico next here at 8 o'clock, so just in about an hour. And USA has some star power with them. They have already qualified to the World Cup. You can see here, they're the only team in San Juan who has qualified for the World Cup, and they're taking on the host team of Puerto Rico here in just about an hour. And it is a sold-out arena for that game, so I think it's going to be very, very fun. And that's it from us. Italy wins this one 63-48. We'll see you for the final game of day 2.
See ya.
Up next, Team USA versus Puerto Rico.